Warning: in the following top 10 list, there are some Pokemon resulting from a glitch. Please disregard all feelings of hate. Also, this top 10 is based on extreme bias. Viewer discretion is not advised. Hey guys, Hortlows here, and welcome to a St. Patrick's Day sort of a special thingy-mabobber. And on this St. Patrick's Day, I decided that I was going to debut sort of my top 10 just random things list, I guess. So today I'm going to be doing something sort of dear to my hearts, and that would be to do a Pokemon themed thing for, nostalgia reasons. So, crap, I probably should have had this up. Okay, cool. It's up. Now, this is my top 10 Pokemon for Generation 1, because I don't want to narrow them down to 10. I just don't. I'm sorry. And yes, there are an approximation, and by approximation I mean exact, of 3 legendaries on here. But give me a break. Or, I just like these guys. Alright, so at number 10, I'm going to say is Raichu. Now, I chose Raichu specifically because when I first went through the game, I thought Pikachu was good until I got a Thunderstone. I just was trying to screw around with the Thunderstone, instantly evolved Pikachu into Raichu. I'm like, aw, Pikachu. And then I learned that Raichu kicked ass. So, yeah, that's sort of my reasoning on Raichu there. So, at number 9, I'm going to go ahead and just say this right now. This Pokemon I found to be adorable. I'm sorry, it just is adorable. It's Dragonite. It's a fat, it's like a fat dragon with little wings. I don't know why. That just appeals to me. And also, it's extremely powerful yet again. Alright, so at number 8, I have Mewtwo. Now, this is probably going to piss some people off. Now, the reason I put Mewtwo so low on this list as compared to others is because, honestly, just a little bit, not a little bit ago, like a few months ago, I was really into reading creepypastas. And there was one in particular called Nightmare in Kanto, and that just made me freak out about Mewtwo a little bit. So I'm going ahead and link that in the description for you guys to read if you want. Honestly, it's a fairly good story. It's not likely that could ever happen, but it's sort of scary, sort of not really. So yeah, take caution, sort of, if you're scared easily. All right, now on the 7th spot on this list is Zapdos. Now, there's already 2 of the 3 legendaries out of the way, so you won't have to see one for a long time, I promise you. Zapdos, I chose over the other 2. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't know, Arctic Uno Zapdos Moltres, but whatever. They're the first 3 numbers of the Spanish whole thing. Yeah, Spanish. Um, the reason I chose Zapdos in specific is because you'll normally get Zapdos first, which is sort of ironic. And honestly, I found Zapdos to be the best designed and the best out of them all. Just, I don't know, I don't really like ice types, though you will see quite a few water types later on. But I don't know, I just don't like ice or fire. Well, I like fire, but I just don't like those 2 in specifics. So, yeah. Alright, now at number 6, I'm going to have to make a sort of a thing on my notepad here that I was wrong. At number 6 was going to be Alakazam, then I realized, you know what, Jeff, Alakazam. Like right now, so yeah. Screw Alakazam, he's overused. I'm going to go ahead and change that to Arcanine, I believe I'm pronouncing that right. The evolution of Growlithe, because I don't know. I like dogs and fire. So fire dog. Just nothing more, nothing less. Fire dog. Need I say any more? Alright, so at number 5 is Gengar. Now Gengar is just really the first real ghost type. Well, the first last evolution of a ghost type there ever was. So I don't know. Other than that, I just really like Gengar. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like Gengar's design and his whole background sort of thing, fan story bullshit with Clefable, which I think is true, well, could be true. And I honestly like the fact that somebody's giving Gengar some backstory. Now, at number 4, we have Scyther. Now, the reason he's not higher on the reason he's not higher on this list is because that was really the first bug type I ever caught, other than Pinsir, that's hacker shit. And Paris, but who cares about Paris? But Scyther, honestly, I think looks like a complete badass. That's why he's at number 4. But he's not per se the best in my mind. Just he's not the best, but he is one of the best in Gen 1, and that's why I love him so dearly. And if anybody tries ripping me away from a Scizor or a Scyther, I will cut them. And I will help Scyther, and I will get Scyther to cut you as well. You get twice the cutting. Alright, so at number 3, yes, we're at the top 3 already, is Blastoise. Oh, and by the way, I probably should have. No, never mind. At number 3, it is Blastoise. And, oh my goodness, what do I have to say about Blastoise other than the fact that he's a turtle with 2 tank barrels on his back? He's also a very good wall and very balanced when it comes to Pokemon. I mean, I know people will say that, okay, yeah, sure, balanced, right? Yeah, he's completely balanced. No, but honestly, if you think about it, if you look at his stats, especially in the later generations, like Gen 3, Blastoise is honestly quite balanced. As in, like, there will be maybe 30 differentiation between all of them at level 100. Well, level 50, really. But at that same time, that's not a very good thing, but at the same time, it is. So, yeah. Alright, number 2 is Gyarados. Now, Gyarados has an extreme weakness to lightning, electricity, and yeah, that's really the only bad thing. Because just let's think about this. He evolves from a fish whose original legend actually is a fish climbing a waterfall and jumping over a gate to become a dragon. First off, that backstory is awesome. And second, Gyarados looks amazingly fierce. Like, fierce to the extent of, okay, so cool, you disregard me as a fish. Look at me now. Wish you wouldn't have ignored me, huh? I don't know, it just sort of gives that, alright, so I was weak, and now I am going to rip off your head, sort of thing, which I love. Because honestly, that sort of explains some things from my life. Well, life. I don't know why I'm talking like that. From my life that, yeah. Just so you guys know, I was, like, extremely weak. I was extremely weak in the elementary school years. And then I accidentally made a guy a woman. But that's a story for a later day. Alright, so at number 1, if you listen to that disclaimer, I applaud you. Because number 1 is Mew. Now, just hear me out here. Mew isn't the strongest, but he's also first off, the most balanced, because all of his stats are base 100. And 2, Mew is, well, Mew. It's like Yui, or Yue from SAO. You just can't deny the fact that Mew is Mew, and the fact that Mew is adorable. Like, I'm just gonna pull up a sort of thing from my Pokemon Glazed, those thumbnails I made. You just cannot deny that that is adorable. Alright, yeah, and that's pretty much it for my top 10 Gen 1s. If you guys want to see more of this, then leave a like down below. If you guys want to keep up with me and what another random shenanigans I do, then you can click that little subscribe button and hope for the best. And hopefully I don't post anything too provocative, I guess. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your days and goodbye.